What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jackson. I spent the past hour looking for a wig so I could make fun of Trevor Lawrence, but I had no success. Power's here, and speaking of Trevor Lawrence, we're going to be finally doing the Jacksonville Jaguars record prediction. Now, I know it's been a couple weeks since I've done a record prediction, but I'll be honest with you, I just didn't feel like doing it. So, but finally, I'm getting over myself. We're going to do it today. Got the handy dandy notebook here as always. We have notes written down because I can't remember things, and I record on my phone. So yes, Jacksonville, they're looking like they could be decent. I don't know about good, but I could definitely see decent happening. I don't know about playoffs, but I definitely see decent. In the offseason, they drafted Trevor Lawrence, the #1 overall pick, and then they proceeded to draft Travis Etienne later in that same draft. They got a lot of key pieces. They signed Shaquem Griffin on defense. I'm sure they've done some other things too. Shaquille Griffin is who they signed. They did a lot of things. They signed Tim Tebow. They still have receivers like DJ Chark. They brought in Urban Meyer. That's pretty cool. So I think Jacksonville, they have a decent shot at being good in the future, but this year I'm not sure. So we're going to get into the record prediction and see what I think they're going to do. So, week 1, they travel to Houston to take on the Houston Texans. And I think they start out 1-0 because Houston, they're not going to be good. Let's just be honest. Their record prediction video, which will be the next one after this, might be the shortest one because it's not going to be that hard to explain. But, yeah, Houston just not going to be good. Deshaun Watson probably not going to be the starter. I think it's going to be Tyrod Taylor who starts. And that team's just not good as it is. So, yeah, that's an easy one for Jacksonville week 1. Week 2, they take on the Denver Broncos. Pretty sure that one's in Jacksonville. I kind of messed up writing this down. So, I could be wrong on some of these. But, I think this one is in Jacksonville. And that's going to be a W for Jacksonville. Now, a lot of people are still on the train that Aaron Rodgers is going to go to the Broncos. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think the Packers are going to trade Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers, he's not going to play for the Packers next year, but I don't think the Packers trade him. I think that Aaron Rodgers, he's either going to hold out or retire. One of those two. Because I just don't see a trade happening before the season starts. Maybe halfway through the season a trade happens, but I don't see one happening before it starts. So this is going to assume the Broncos still have Drew Luck as their starting quarterback. And, yeah, that's going to be a W for Jacksonville. So you guys start 2-0. But week 3, you run into Arizona. Arizona, I think, is going to be really good with Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, A.J. Green, and J.J. Watt. They're going to be a pretty solid team. So you guys take your first loss of the season against the Cardinals. You'll be at home for that one. You take your first loss because, once again, they're a good team. I'm pretty sure I had the Colts and the Titans losing to them, too. So, yeah. I know at least I had the Colts losing to them. So, that's not too bad. You're losing to a good team. But moving on to week 4, you travel to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. And that's another loss. You lose 2 straight. Cincinnati. Yeah, I can talk. Cincinnati. I think they're going to be decent this year. They'll probably be in the same tier as Jacksonville this year. The only reason I don't think Cincinnati does better is because of their offensive line. But I think Joe Burrow, he has potential to win Comeback Player of the Year because he didn't get to finish his rookie year, unfortunately. He might have won Rookie of the Year had he finished his rookie year, but he didn't. I don't know. Justin Herbert had an insane year, so it would have been close. But Cincinnati, Joe Burrow's on a mission. So they're going to be decent. I don't know about playoffs, but they will be decent. Like I said, same tier as Jacksonville. So this is going to be a close competitive game, but I see Joe Burrow pulling it out in the end. Week 5, you guys play the Tennessee Titans at home. As much as it pains me to say this, you guys are going to lose at Tennessee. I'm sorry. Tennessee, just an overall better team than you guys right now. They have Julio Jones, A.J. Brown, Derrick Henry, and Ryan, not top 10, Tannehill. And their defense is their only downfall, like I've said previously. So, yeah, unfortunately, you're going to lose to Tennessee. I'll definitely be rooting for you guys in that game, but you're going to lose to Tennessee. I'm sorry. Week 6, though, you bounce back with a win against the Dolphins. Dolphins, I'm not too sure about them. I don't know how good Tua is going to be. I don't know if he will be good at all. So I'm going to say you guys get a win. I wouldn't necessarily call it an easy win, but I think It's maybe a 1 or 2 score game, but you guys get the win there. And then week 7 is your bye, so you go into the bye 3-3. You know, that's a pretty good start to the season if you ask me. And then week 8, you travel to Seattle to take on the Seahawks, and I'm probably gonna get called crazy for this, but hey, I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't make bold statements. You guys are gonna beat Seattle week 8. I just have a feeling you're gonna pull the upset because this always happens in the NFL season. It's not an NFL season if there's not an upset or two. Like, it happens, it just happens. Like, upsets are supposed to happen. So, yeah, you guys are going to pull an upset here. You're going to beat Seattle in Seattle. But week 9, you return home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And, sorry, but you're going to lose that one. Buffalo, once again, they're going to be a really good team. I think they'll be a Super Bowl contender because just of how good they are. They'll probably take the AFC East again. So, I'm going to see you guys lose to Buffalo. Week 10, you travel to Indianapolis to take on my Indianapolis Colts, Super Bowl 56 champions. And that's another loss. The Colts, by this point, they'll be red high. I think that we'll have everything figured out by this point. We're going to be a good team. I think we'll be Super Bowl contenders. No one else other than Colts fans think that. But, you know, like I said, I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't make bold statements. No one believes in the Colts, but I do. But yeah, I think you guys lose to the Colts. That's the moral of this story. Week 11, you play San Francisco in Jacksonville, and that's a loss. I think by this point, Trey Lance will be the starting quarterback, and I think they're just an overall better team, so they'll beat you guys. Week 12, you play the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons, I don't know what they're going to be this year. They'll probably be somewhat decent. They drafted Kyle Pitts, who has the potential to be the next Julio Jones. But I'm not too sure about the Falcons, so I'm going to give you guys the win there. I think you guys are going to be a bit more of an established team because the Falcons still have a lot of things to figure out. They do have a veteran quarterback, but I don't know about them, so I'm going to give you guys the win. Week 13, you guys play the Rams in Los Angeles, and that's a loss. In my opinion, the Rams are Super Bowl contenders. I think that they will probably come out of the NFC, if I'm being totally honest. It'll either be them or the Buccaneers, I think. So, yeah, you take a loss there. Week 14, you play at Tennessee. And once again, I hate to say it, but you guys lose to Tennessee. You get swept by Tennessee. Tennessee, they're going to be decent. Not decent. They're going to be good. Like, not good enough to win the division and all, but they're going to be good. They'll make the playoffs. They'll probably get the top wild card spot, but once again, not winning the division. Mark my words. They will not win the division. Week 15, you guys return home to take on the Houston Texans, and that's probably an easy win again because same reason as the first time. Houston's not going to be good. Week 16, you travel to New York to take on the Jets. Win. I don't know why, just a win. It's probably going to be two pretty evenly matched teams. I'd put these teams on the same tier. It'll be a close game, but I just got a feeling you guys pull it out. Week 17, you traveled to New England to take on the Patriots, and I had a hard time deciphering this game because I think the Patriots have a potential to be nothing but hype, honestly. But I think they'll be decent. They could make the playoffs. Don't see them winning the division, but they could make the playoffs. So for that reason, I'm going to say they beat you guys, but I think you guys keep it close. Week 18, the final week of the season, you guys play the Indianapolis Colts at home, and this is just assuming the Colts are going to need this game for playoff positioning. You guys are going to lose. Colts, I think they're going to be a better team. So, yeah, you guys lose that one. So that's going to bring your final record to 7-10. You missed the playoffs, but you get a decent draft pick, and things are looking bright for you guys. So, yeah, that's basically it. Jaguars fans, let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with me. 7-10, that's somewhat respectable. It's not the greatest, but for a team that's not fully built yet, I think it's a good thing because you guys are just now getting started with your rebuild. So I think 7-10, for the situation you guys are in right now, that's a great spot to be in. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications, and follow everything in the description box below. Yeah, that's going to do it.